Hi, Lisa Marie. Hi, Jerome. Hi, Kai. Hi, Kathleen.
All right.
Kathleen looks just like Charlie. Yeah, I just was noticing that. It's like,
Hmm. Okay. I think we got everything rolling here. So awesome, awesome,
that was
awesome.
an inside joke, wasn't it, Lisa Marie? Craig's like going, huh? And it's,
I don't know.
well, I know her. I met her on a Zoom and I know her as Charlie.
Okay. I figured if she had access to this room, she's probably good to go.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Hi,
Well,
Jamie. Hi, Faith.
all right. Well, welcome, 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 everybody. So great to see you here on the Inner Circle. It is Thursday, September 19th, 2024. 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, or whatever time it happens to be where you are because you are watching us right now. We're going to be getting started in just a minute. And I got to give it up to each and every one of you because combined with you and everything that we've been doing here on the Hollis channel, we are now up big time subscriber wise. 8,094 subscribers.
Dang.
Yeah, dang is a good word because we just crushed it over the last week.
Right? Oh,
Um,
yeah.
oh my gosh. And you know what? It's thanks to each and every one of you who are here for helping us spread the word to people with ears that hear. So bless you. Thank you so very, very much. A couple of quick things really fast before we get started. If you want to join us and share, we are in Zoom. You can watch on YouTube, which if you are, that's great. But if you want to join us in Zoom, the link is at the top of the YouTube chat in the black bar. Just click on that link and you'll join us here. Then you can interact with Robert directly. Otherwise, you can go ahead and interact with everybody on YouTube in the chat. And if you have a question or comment, if you have a question, we will go ahead and ask it on your behalf. The same applies to those of you watching on Zoom. If you do not want to chat with Robert directly, you can always put your question in the meeting chat. But the whole idea behind Inner Circle is we go into depth further than we would, let's say, on Ask Me Anything. And you get to talk to Robert personally. And we have two hands that are already raised. How did they do it, you may ask? Very simple. You look where my picture is right here on the screen. And if you want to, go ahead and put your cursor right there on my nose. At the very bottom, there are a bunch of buttons that will appear. Ooh, that did it, Robert. Thank you so much. Um, there's a button at the very bottom on Zoom that says raise hand. Click on that and we will call on you in the order in which we receive it. We've got 3 hands up already. Arthur Waino, Lisa Marie Cook, and Kai Al. So before we get to those people, first of all, we got to introduce the gentleman who is here today to help us as our guide, our GPS to success, and definitely a very dear friend. Ladies and gentlemen, not only is he here, but his wife also. Give it up for Terry and Robert Hollis.
Well, thank you, Craig, the hostess with the mostest. Love and appreciate you. Hi, all of you. I'd say hi to Dee Dee, but I think her audio's still not clicking. So, hi, Karen. Hi, Mike. Hi, Faith. Hi, Jerome. I think I said hi to you all. Hi, Arthur. That's right. Arthur, you still out of breath from running from the last appointment? That is so awesome. I got a really quick announcement that I want to make to every one of you, and I'm telling you what, this makes me emotional. I know a lot of you don't know this about me, but you guys always have helped me over the years hone in what really makes me click. Because someone could say, I listened to something recently, and a guy said, I think I shared this with you, is he says, when someone says the way to be successful is to find your purpose, people have wrote books about that, or find your passion. I heard a guy come out and say this, find a why to make you cry. What's your reason why? And here's something that I have realized in myself He said, people that make those kind of comments are people that are already successful. So why would they say you got to find your passion, your purpose? You got to find your reason why to make you cry. The reason they do that is because I believe 1000% that once you start imagining a better future for yourself, that it happens for you. If you're locked into that emotional imagination, it happens for you. All right. So I would say a majority of the people, when they're asked, what does it take to be successful? If they were brutally honest, they would go, I don't know. I have no idea how the stars aligned. All of a sudden I was doing this imagination. I want 1 million, subscribers, active subscribers. And then all of a sudden, things change with Akashics, things change with YouTube. I figured out some stuff by playing around with YouTube. And now all of a sudden I can get a video, seen 38,000 times. That might help with your subscribership, right? And now the one video that I found, me and Craig, we're talking about this, and it's so funny. As I'm going to use Craig as a little bit of example here, because my gift is not somebody else's lack of something. Every one of us has a gift, right? And my gift is all of a sudden I just threw it out there. And it all started with that, PGN Bank, whatever. And I was going, I bet you there's some kick-ass videos out there. So it was me excited to see that video. Why did that happen? I don't know. Happened for a few of you. Now I'm looking and I'm putting in the words, right? I'm searching on YouTube and Google, and I'm putting in trader video. That's what I put in, trader video. And then I find that video that's 13 years old that I changed the back of it and shared with the world. What was that video that I just put "We Are Traders" at the back, and I put that on YouTube. And instead of putting website hits, instead of putting video views, this time I decided to pick the other one, and I picked audience, to increase my audience. And that's where over 100 new subscribers came from. Now, I have shared with every one of you guys the stuff that I've been doing, and why haven't I taught it? Well, because it's not working. Why would I have you guys put money toward my 4-minute video when I cannot find one person that signed up through that? Are you guys understanding? If I was a personal coach, I would charge you guys $5,000 and then tell you to use that video, and you'd have to pay for advertising. And then when you told me I didn't get anybody, then I would say, well, there must be something messed up with your advertising, because I don't know what you're doing because it worked for me. That's bullshit. Does that make sense to you guys? So now I got this new video that I shared with all of you. I just loaded it up on YouTube. And my mind is I'm always like, when I was in racing, whenever I did anything, I know that I'm weird. But I'd rather look at this book and think of myself as a miracle and being unique. So me being a miracle and being unique might not help other people understand who I am and what I do. Do you guys understand that? The one thing working with you guys is I realize this, and I've said this over and over, I have zero problems. In fact, I'm excited to promote and edify someone other than me. I did not know that that's a gift. I did not know that, oh my God, this person's fucking amazing. You got to check them out. They're going to teach you. Listen to them. I did not know that the majority of the people in the world go, I'm not doing that. It's about me. It's about me making money. I got to always insert myself between me and the other people doing it. I want to be a brand. I want to be the influencer. I see, how could I know that majority of people in the world do not like promoting a successful person? And where they get it is, I'll tell you where they get it. Scarcity mentality. See, a majority of the people won't say this to me, but a few will. And so some people will reach out and go, well, if I share your video, you'll still have my PayPal. And I'm going, well, you haven't recruited anybody in years, so who is it to fucking steal?
Zinger.
I'm sorry. Just passionate today.
He's the type of guy that gives people away.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Forever.
That's how I do all the time. People will reach out to me. I love what you posted. I'm in. And I'll go, I see you're friends with Craig Jackman. Yeah. Has Craig sent you the links? No. Great. Let me send you Craig's link.
That's who he is.
That's who I am, right? Now, maybe they're overthinking that. So it was fun when I posted up that video because Craig reaches out to me and says, hey, listen, that company's still in existence. What do you think about that video? I think it's fucking awesome. That's what I think it is. See what I mean? Now, I already shared with people that when I put it up, YouTube didn't say anything about it.
Right.
Then they allowed me to advertise it. And Matthew helped me with this because it's sort of like the concept of people think about things before they need to be thought about. And so Matt helped me with this. He goes, Dad, if YouTube has changed so much, you upload something, and if it's got any copyright infringements on it, they'll just tell you, I'm sorry, you can't use this video. And so we did, I can't even remember, I could if I wanted to, but we did something on the last Imaginator call where we showed a clip from something. And people that wanted to watch the replay because they wasn't on the Imaginator, I got like 5 people that sent me a message saying, I went to look at the video and it says it's not there. I'm going like, what? So I log in the back and it says, sorry, video blocked, got content on it, copywritten content. Does anybody remember what we showed last Sunday? Must have been really good, huh? I'm joking. It's like, that's how fast we forget stuff, right? There's got to be someone in here that says, I remember what it was. Yeah, I don't know what it was. So anyway, I opened it up and I clicked on it and it says, hey, by the way, this has no effect on your account whatsoever, but this video is blocked because this piece of content. And I looked in there and it looked like it was like 30 seconds or a minute of the entire video. And I went, it says, would you like to delete it? I went, yeah.
I think it was that Alex Park video.
Oh,
or Carp, Alex Carp video that we were talking
about.
It was.
Yes, the TED Talk one.
The TED Talk one, yeah.
Thank you, Craig. Good recall. Great recall. And so I took that out of it, and then it made the video available. And the ones that we've even had music in, I noticed one of the things that it does too is it will allow you to replace the music in the video. So now that AI is getting gooder and gooder and gooder, it looks like, hey, I'm sorry, that's one of Jamie's poems. You can't use that. That's Jamie's. And they'd say, well, do you want us to put another poem in there? And you could say, yeah. And then I don't know who else's they would use, but apparently paid stuff, and it would be okay. So I just wanted to share with you guys very quickly is that whenever you think and it stops you from going into action, that's the opposite of imagination. And the way that I use it, all right? Because some people can say imagination is also worry, right? It's fear, it's false emotions appearing real, is where you start to reach out to someone for the very first time, or you post something on your social media. One of the things that I see is a unique difference between a lot of people here. There's some people on here that when I post something, they just post it. It's like, no thought. Robert posted it. I'm posting it. And then I noticed that there's other people also posting other people's success stories. Brilliant. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Because what you want to happen to you, you have to do to others, right? And so I every day I got to give a shout out to D'Angelo. You guys hear me always say his name all the time. But for those of you that are believers, it says Jesus says, "In everything that you do to others, who you would have them do unto you." I knew that Zig Ziglar stole that quote from somebody. I just didn't know it was from the Bible. But I guess I sort of did, right? And so I was going to, and it's Matthew 7:12, Craig. Matthew 7:12. So hey, Matthew's on here, I think. Anyway, so I want you guys to all understand that those, as I'm moving forward and I see how fast my momentum's catching up, I got another guy from Poland. His name is Tomas. He posts in the results. He just went 1K and he reached out to me and he said, if I sign someone up for $14.99 for a year Akashic subscription, would you do me a favor and ask Josh if he would give them 100K funding? I said, yeah. And I came back, yeah. So he immediately started signing up people. Well, then I looked at the volume and it wasn't 1,000, it was 600. And I was going, Josh, can you check on this order for me? And he comes back and he goes, you're hanging around some smart people. I go, I've never met this dude. I don't know. He goes, he's teaching people to buy brand bucks. And they're purchasing a year subscriptions of Akashic for $499 less. Now, instead of 1,000 in volume, you're only getting 600. So that's $300 a pop.
Oh.
And I asked him, why are you telling people they have to come in for a year subscription? He says, because I know that's what it takes to become an effective trader. I am not interested in signing up people for a month so they do nothing their first, 20 days, and then they want to cancel their membership. And I went, damn, that's some ovaries. You know what I mean? That's some cojones, because I don't sign people up on yearly subscriptions, right? And so another thing I wanted to share with you is that when your mind's in the right place, it seems to just go perfect when you're imagining, right? Because all of a sudden I had a guy that said to me, he goes, listen, he says, and it was Mosh, they're like, he brought in like 11 people. And I go, how are you doing it? And he goes, that's stupid. He goes, you taught me how to do it. And I go, how? And he goes, well, I send them my free affiliate link. And when they sign up, I'm signing up so many people that I then tell them they're not going to be able to save on the deal. So they need to upgrade to an Akashic membership. And I went, I do remember teaching that. So I just wanted to share with all of you that, again, I don't know if you're being motivated right now with everything that's going on. It's just like crazy, because there's two groups of people, right? There's a group of people that are just overthinkers, and they're going to struggle. They struggle in life. They're always on a roller coaster. And so they haven't figured out yet that if they don't keep their emotions in check by imagining something wonderful, that they're just going to stay on that roller coaster. Their roller coaster just keeps going down. It's like one down and then another down and then another down. It's when you imagine and come back out, right? And so another quick announcement that I wanted to share with you guys. I got something to share with you here. Can you see that, Craig?
We got it. Yes.
So our very first trade star.
Oh, Arthur.
Let's do this again. Now you notice down at the bottom, it says Craig, can you read it?
Not really. It's too small for me, but
Okay.
let's see. Let me
Matt?
pull it. Let me pull it up.
Matt, are you there?
Here, I can pull it up. I've got it right here. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, I'm here. I'm just moving shit around on my desk. So,
Okay.
All right.
Whoops. Something about this trader.
I'll read it. 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead,
ahead.
Matt. It's moving. That's why I'm having a hard time reading it too. It's small.
It says this trader has successfully demonstrated outstanding performance and skill in trading, earning the title of Trade Star.
Yay.
Congratulations.
So
That's
everyone, let's
awesome.
thank Matt for putting that graphic together. But here's how you guys get this. So Arthur beat me,
He's a beast.
right? He beat Jenna. He beat Josh. He's beat a lot of people. So he not only got in, then he lost a challenge. Did you only lose one, Arthur? Oh, two. Let's unmute him. So first of all, congratulations, Arthur.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you lost two challenges.
Yes, the first one, I was over leveraging and didn't do any training.
Okay.
Wow.
And I was taking Joel's trades mostly, but I was way over leveraging everything. So I lost that account. But I lost it, and my thought was like, oh, well, it's half off now, so I'll just buy another one because it's only like 150 bucks or something like that. So I bought another one, and I tried doing NOS.
Oh,
Took my head right off, cleaned my account out. I'm like, wow, that was quick. I only had that for like a day.
oh no.
Wow.
And I only did like 2 trades on it too. So I was just
Oh
like,
my
whoa.
God.
And then I purchased the 100,000 one because it was still 50% off.
Right.
And then I was like, all right, slow down. Let's watch the videos. It's getting serious now. I paid for the 90%. Let's do it right.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. And so I'll keep introducing him here in a second. So if you guys haven't seen this, I haven't posted it yet, but I did a video of it. So you're not only seeing Arthur here. Do you guys notice that there's the top person in profit is $6,000, and you can see here that Arthur is 16,000. So have you guys ever heard that phrase? How many success stories do you need to see before you become one of them? All right. So he lost 2 challenges, and then he had a $2,000 day, and then he had a $3,100 day. And with his other trades, he was right around $6,000 in profit. He was like number 8 on the leaderboard, and he was like, "Hey, I'm doing this." And then the next day he calls me up, and I go, "What's wrong?" And he goes, "Well, I lost $4,800." Now, here's a funny story I get to tell about Arthur. When he was going up the ranks and he had a $2,000 day and a $3,000 day, I said to him, "Arthur, would you do me a favor?" He goes, Yeah. I said, "I just shared your stuff with Josh. He's really impressed. Would you do a video for him?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'll do a video." Then he got up the next day and lost $4,800, and he didn't feel like doing a video.
True.
Do any of you feel like this sometimes? You got the high, you got the low. And instead of beating up Arthur, I think that he would agree. I said, "Listen, Arthur, if you would have did the video when I told you to, you were in the right mindset to do it." And I said, "We just learned a lesson. So if you feel comfortable redoing it, do it. If you want to rebuild your account, then we'll do it then." And he goes, "No, I'd feel better redoing my account." So he did a video today that they're going to watch this weekend in London. So Arthur's like,
going to London.
Yeah, yeah, Arthur will be in London. And it's like, and when I sent the video to Joel and Jared, their very first question is, can we use this video? Well, I got it for Josh. Josh asked for it. And so I just wanted to not only share you guys that if you guys want to be trade stars in this new group, now you know how to be a trade star. 1, pass your challenge, get it funded. 2, let's get you some documentation. And thirdly, which Arthur's going to get more recognition because he's going to actually pull a withdraw, and then we'll get a graphic for that as well. And so I just want you guys to know that if you go to my YouTube channel, and here's a challenge to every one of you. I bet you there's no one on here that will promote Arthur more than me. Nobody. And so when you guys see people that like Melody Ride Craig and people know me really, really well, I can honestly say without bragging, the reason that people love me is because I give them what other people don't. And I do it sincerely. I mean it. I don't exaggerate. So I'll keep doing videos for Arthur, even if he doesn't want to do one for himself. Does that make sense? Because I understand the mindset that, okay, well, I'm doing well. No, you're fucking crushing it, right? And so when you look at a leaderboard of 4,000 people and no one right now has more profit than Arthur, I mean, the guy's #1 in my book.
Damn.
And so the other thing that I did is I reached out to him and I asked him if he wouldn't mind being an admin of the TradeStar group. So, some of you want to get that praise and recognition without doing the results.
Sadly, it has to do with.
Yeah, we got to get you passing those. And I just wanted to tell Arthur how freaking proud I am of him and how incredible he is. And here's the biggest thing that Arthur's done is he doesn't realize it right now. But do you guys realize 37 years ago when a company sent me a check for $10,210, which, by the way, so none of that ever gets exaggerated, I had to give 6,000 of that money back as rebates. But still, I've never made $4,000 in a month in a check.
20s.
Yeah.
Late.
Yeah. Well, you were early 20s.
Yeah.
I was in my late 20s, but she was in her early 20s. But my whole point being is, Arthur, you don't have a clue the ripple that you dropped in the water, the butterfly effect. Because now you're going to have people going, I want to work with you. And so the other great thing is, you guys don't realize this, but Arthur's posting on his wall. He had a person reach out to him, and he came in as an Akashic member, didn't he?
He did, yes.
Awesome.
And I'm going, so wait a minute. Did you have difficulty recruiting people before, Arthur?
Yeah.
Why does it seem so effortless now?
He started following me on Facebook last week, and he sees me posting every day because I've been posting my results every day. And then I posted the results of the people that were passing their challenge from Africa. And then I'm posting them in my stories as well, because people watch those to be like incognito or something like that. But I'll
Right.
watch those. And then on my stories, I can add a link in there. So there's a little button that pops up at the bottom of the story for them to click. It goes right to my Akashics site. So I'm not sure.
No, when you started sharing, have you ever done network marketing before?
No.
So MDC was your first network marketing company.
It's actually the second one, but the first one I didn't do anything in because I was promised, we're building funnels, we'll get leads, they'll sign up automatically. Well, that only lasted like a month.
Got
And
it.
then I was like, all right, I'm out of here.
And how long between the first one and the second one? Time-wise?
Maybe 8 months.
8 months. Okay. And when did you sign up in MDC?
It was right before COVID hit.
Wow. Okay.
Like a month before
So
for-
February of 20? February of 20?
no.
Wasn't it March of 2020 when?
Yeah, March 2020 was when COVID
I think
hit.
it was October or November of 19.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
So it was right after whenever you guys had the Vegas event.
Oh,
Got it.
okay.
And so I just wanted, I just think it's so important that people, look at you. And I know that you're one of the first people in acoustics at the beginning.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, didn't click that time, but click this time.
Supposed to.
Yeah, when in the beginning, well, acoustics was different, and I was like, okay. I didn't really get involved with the Forex because you had to set up an account, and then you also had to have money to put into the account to trade.
Ah, got it.
So I started following Todd Humphreys, and then
Okay.
I was like, okay, we're buying these coins. Now what? How do we make money? And so I bought the coins. I'm like, all right, these are just like assets. It's not really like investing, which I still have everything all in there. I haven't
I
pulled
do
anything out.
too. I do
Wow.
too in my CoinZoom account.
Yeah, all those coins are still there. Everything's still there. I haven't touched anything from it. I figure I'll just let it grow, and then maybe someday it will grow into something big.
It's now here's another question. Have you received any money yet from TradeX Mastery?
I haven't done a withdrawal yet. No.
Okay, cool. No, you were talking about two different ones. Have you had anybody buy have you had anyone
challenge.
buy a challenge?
No.
Okay. Because don't you guys think it's hard enough to come up with money to put into an account?
Yeah.
And do you guys realize that I didn't put any money in this account? The
Well,
money
you
that
did
I
at
put in,
first. You did at
uh,
first.
I
Just
put
correct
in $9 there, but the rest of this 2,000 came from me doing nothing but sharing the TradeX Mastery link
People buying challenges.
and people buying challenges.
Judging.
So again, Arthur, congratulations on being our #1 very first trade star, and I'm just proud of you. I'm just super proud of you. So if you got anything to say, recruiting of here's another thing I wanted to bring up. This brand new person that Arthur signed up. Do you think they have any confidence in Arthur's ability to help them get a return on their investment? Where's confidence come from?
Doing.
Competence. Competence. And competence only comes from doing. And so there was one. So I just know you guys. I was talking to, here's another thing, the Ripple I wanted to talk about. So Arthur, there's a guy that I have, and his name is Jaime Morales, right?
I know. Yes, I've
Okay.
talked to him.
And Jaime Morales, because I always talk about the expert from afar. See, Terry would do trading because Arthur's successful. But me, it's like, how much have you made in trading? I haven't made anything. I haven't even passed a damn challenge. So it's this expert from afar thing. So it was Arthur's video that I did when he got on the leaderboard last time. Cynthia looked at that and went, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. So then Jamie sends me a message, Jaime, I'm sorry. And he says to me, he goes, there's no way that I can explain to you what it feels like to actually be trading with my wife in the morning. And so he goes, my wife will do this with or without me. She's not interested in doing the network marketing part of the company. She never has. She doesn't have any patience with people. And so, you either do it or you don't. I'm not babysitting you, and I'm not therapist. I'm not listening to all the white reasons that you don't like yourself, right? Go to a therapist and take care of that.
Yeah.
Well, she messed up and she started posting her results on her wall. So now the look of people going, Cynthia never posts anything about business. So now they're reaching out to her And I love this example. You guys will love this. So one person reached out to her and said, I'm having difficulties with hooking everything up. And she said, what if I sent you an affiliate link for Verizon? And you clicked on that link, became a brand new Verizon customer. They sent you a phone, and now all of a sudden you dropped a phone call. I sent you an affiliate link. You got a problem with Verizon? Work it out with Verizon. And the person went, whoa. And she goes, listen, I make a whopping $40 off you. Big deal, reach out. So it's going to be fun because they're now doing Zooms, and Cynthia's Zooms are a little different than Jaime's. Right? Jaime's like, hey, I believe in you. It's all about mindset. You can do it. Make sure that, you become a miracle. And Cynthia's like, pull your head out of your ass, you little baby. Stop being a bitch. Get this hooked up and start crying. Well, Arthur's making money and I haven't done it. Listen, you go cry with a therapist. Can you fricking imagine how good Cynthia's going to do? Because my best traders right now, my best people in my group are people that are going, I don't need Robert's help. So Arthur, guess what the number one favorite thing that you did on that video today? There's something that you did that that made me unbelievable, other than your success story.
What?
You know what you didn't say?
No.
I want to thank Robert Hollis.
I know I didn't say that.
I didn't want you to.
So say me.
I don't know. Yeah, I should have said Terry's name.
President.
I don't know how to trade. I didn't teach you how to trade.
Right.
Thank you for not saying my name.
Well, I was thinking about the video was going to be going through the company and through
Yes.
Akashics. And then
Yes.
it's about the Akashics and the traders and the trainers.
Yep.
See, I can't imagine Candace Bird Davis saying, I can't tell you how incredible this skincare and makeup is. I learned to apply it from this person. It's the one-on-one with these persons to make me understand how to use it. Oh, by the way, Robert Hollis is my enroller. Say, that doesn't even make any fucking sense. But I know some people would go, oh my God, why didn't Arthur mention Robert Hollis? That makes that video 1,000,000 times stronger for me. Look, he won the challenge. He made $16,434.63 in 10 days. And guess what? He learned from the Akashics educators.
Yep.
See, it's like, he didn't even mention my name. I didn't teach him how to trade. The last thing I want you to bring up, because you brought it up right before we got on here, is how busy are you, Arthur?
Extremely busy. It feels like I'm nonstop. Last night, I finished on the London session about 2:30 in the morning.
Oh my God.
And then I got up at 5:45 in the morning. And then I took a couple trades, and then I was done setting those trades about 7:30, feed the cats, out the house, and then doing my driving and stuff.
How many appointments and driving did you do today?
Well, I had to drive pretty far, but I drove to maybe 7 homes today, I think.
Oh my gosh.
So you have a full-time job.
Yeah, it's really busy back to back. So in some days it's more than that. I'm like driving all day to like 15 houses.
Oh my gosh.
So how could you find the time to do trading if you're taking care of your family and you're doing your full-time job? How in the hell do you find the time?
There's 3 sessions to trade on, a New York session, an Asian session, and a London session. There's plenty of time for the entire world to trade in any of those sessions. But I get up early for the New York session at 5 a.m. for me. That's when New York bell opens up. So I can set all of my trades in there before my day starts.
Wow.
Got it.
Once that is done, then I don't really need to worry about the trades because they're going to run all throughout the morning.
Got it.
In the afternoon, when the Asian market opens, That's
What time?
around
What time Eastern time?
Eastern, 6 o'clock Eastern.
Okay.
The market doesn't really get much activity till about 7 o'clock Eastern, and
Okay.
that's when you'll start seeing Joel throw some trade alerts out.
Okay.
So that will last all the way to and run a little bit through the London session. For the London session, that starts 10 p.m. my time, 11, 12, 1 a.m. Eastern
Man.
is when London starts, but it's 10 p.m. my time. So I'll take a couple trades. Joel will usually do a pre-London trade. He'll get one in there, and then he'll do one during London. But I think he sleeps during the London trades usually. Last night he didn't because he's in London, so you saw more trades. It's like you saw people post in the Telegram group that, man, he's posting a lot of London trades. Well, he's in London. That's when he's awake. He's not going to like
Right.
post trades when he's asleep.
So let me get this right. So you got up at 2 a.m.
No, I stayed up till then.
You stayed up till 2 a.m.
Those-
to
2:30,
get
yeah.
those trades, then got a nap in, then got up and took the other trades at
Yep.
3 in the afternoon or whatever. And then you do ones before you go to bed.
Yeah.
So how many hours do you think that you personally put in trading
Oh,
total?
in a day.
Setting the trades.
Now we know your second challenge was just a day before you
Yeah.
lost it. So that went a lot of time.
No. Setting the trades is the most important time. So that's probably maybe an hour and a half in the morning or maybe 2. I'm like sitting there watching or waiting for a trade alert to come in, or I'm watching a training. That's what I'm
Okay.
doing in the morning, or I'm working on orders that I have already pictures for.
Got it.
So that's usually my morning. And then when sometimes throughout the morning, Joel will throw some trade alerts in, pick up my phone, click the buy button, set the trade. It doesn't take much time. I'm actually looking at my trades less than most people look at social media. So I'm looking at
Great.
I'm
So you actually spend less time trading than people do scrolling and bitching
Yes.
about other people's shit.
Yeah. So, but I find myself now looking at my trade locker more than I do Facebook or Instagram or
Because
anything.
you don't have time.
No, I'd rather go in there, check on the trades, see how they're doing. Oh, it's going up, down, phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2.
Got it.
Sometimes it will dip all the way back down on a phase 2, and I'll click an extra buy. I call those double dips.
Okay.
I'll double dip on it, collect another trade,
Nice.
because I have the equity and I've already made profit for the day. Usually by that time I'm already up like $800. So on my drawdown, it's like $5,000, but you have to add all the other profit that I made already for the day. So it's almost like 1,000. So really my drawdown is like $6,000. So I have a really large drawdown and I could take the extra trade to take the risk.
Wow.
So now here's the last question, and then I'll answer yours. Seeing 16,434 and you number 3 on the leaderboard, was all that time worth it?
Yeah. It wasn't even that much time either. Most of the time I click open trade locker, look at the trade, see how it's doing, and then I close it. Like last night when I was waiting on the London ones, I was just watching TV. When the YouTube would pop up with the 60-second commercial that I have to watch, and before they put the skip button on there,
Right.
I'm like,
yep.
I just open up trade locker and see how it's doing. Oh, it's dipped down. Buy.
You're a
And
pro, man. You're a pro.
And in fact, if you saw my images yesterday, I told you this, I posted an image of my 2 trades that I had in there that I was going to carry over throughout the night.
Okay.
Those were still active. So if anybody was smart, they would have came in at the same entry when the Asian market opened. They could have rode that wave all the way up with me
Wow.
because I made over $2,000 for each of those.
Oh,
Golly. So today you made $8,000, right? What was the total?
81.34. Yeah, a little over 8,100 bucks.
This is how much Arthur has inspired me and fucked up my thinking. You guys ready for this? I got paid today. I got paid today with MDC. And I normally do a post where I say I've averaged $2,000 a day for 6.5 years. But if Arthur's making $8,000 a day, $2,000 makes me look like a chump.
Well, I made like 5,800 yesterday too. I made 5,800 yesterday.
Come on, Barry. Anyway, so Arthur, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being the first trade star. Thank you
No
for
problem.
being. We're definitely going to think of some other cool things we can do for you.
Well,
Are you gonna be in Dallas?
yeah, my whole goal was to, well, I told you guys this at the beginning when I first started, grow 10%. That was like my focus, grow 10%. Anything extra for the month is I can withdraw on. So my goal is always, that's going to probably be my baseline, is to grow 10% because you want to grow the fund,
Yeah.
always
Right.
grow the fund. And then anything extra you could take out. So I'm already ahead. I still have another tomorrow and then next week to build and grow.
I remember you saying to me, Arthur was so really upset and disappointed because when he lost 4,800 that day, he already had his dreams and his imagination set on hitting 10K. Now, to show you that some people play with things and some people are serious, Arthur said to me, listen, if I grow my account by 10% 3 months in a row, then they're going to give me another $50,000 in funding for free. And I get to add that. And I went, really? And I go, so I just thought I'd reach out to Josh. And I said, what is this? You're giving people 50% of their fund. And Josh goes, what? And so Arthur sent it to me and I sent it to Josh and he goes, there's no one even close to that.
I'm
And
going
I
to be the
go,
first.
And now I'm looking at his percentage in the back at Trade Master and Trade X Master, and he's at 16%. So, you know, Arthur said he's going to do it, but he also told me in his imagination that he's going to look at a fund that he opens up that's going to have 299 million in it. So for some of you that are part of the inner circle and you're also part of Imaginators, I think it's so unique for us to have an individual like Arthur that set his imagination out there and knocking it out.
That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, and the last one I think that Arthur will love me to say, and then I keep saying I keep thinking of wonderful things to say about this guy because he's inspiring the hell out of me, is that he sent me a message and I don't want to say what the message was. But Arthur, why don't you tell me the message that you sent me that a miracle happened for you?
Oh, a mini miracle. Yes. My wife the other night, she all of a sudden was interested and wanted to talk about trading and was seeing a future. A light bulb went off in her head and she wanted to, she's like, oh, I can do this with you. I can do this on, you know, I can, if I can make $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month, she's like, do you think I can? Do you really think I can? I'm like, she's like, do you think you can? And I'm like, yeah, I know I can. I know that you can too. You could probably make more than that.
Wow.
How long have you guys known each other?
Since 2010, so 14 years.
And so would you say that she's seen a change in your imagination and attitude?
Yeah, and I think that me posting over and over and over and every day, she sees that and she's like, and she doesn't think that, she keeps thinking that it's not real or it's something that's not going to happen. But when I do the video tonight of me doing the withdrawal and then I show her, hey, this is in my Cash App right now. I have the card, you know.
Cool.
Yeah, one thing that I did with her that I think would be great for you to do is take her out to eat at a nice restaurant and use your Cash App card.
I'll do that. Her birthday's next month.
Oh, nice. Because I did that with my CoinZoom card, you know, with Terry and Matthew. I just said, hey, you know, I'm buying this with Bitcoin. And so, yeah, Arthur. So you got anything that you would like to add?
Yeah, I raised my hand just to kind of go over the the ups and downs that you had asked me. We already covered like the time frames and stuff like that for people to do. But I mean, there is like ups and downs, and you just need to like control your emotions. And it's not the end of the world as long as you don't over leverage your account. You can
But
always come
wait a
back.
minute. Didn't you do that twice?
I did, but I learned my lesson.
So the worst thing that can happen is you lose somebody else's money.
Yeah,
That really was like digits in the air. It's digits on the internet. You know what I mean?
yes. And then
Because it's nothing until you win the challenge.
right. And then the other thing that I wanted to say is that I'm pretty happy about all the people in the Telegram group. We're seeing a lot of like wins in there, people passing their
Yes,
challenge, and a lot of them are attributing it to Joel Aries, which I think that I kind of paved that way for people to
you
hone
did.
in on hone in on Joel and just follow Joel and do his plan, one of his three plans that are in there. And now we're starting to see the results of those people doing that. So it makes me happy that people are actually watching the videos that
Yeah.
we tell them and they're actually doing that. Like Tomas is one of them that has been messaging me on Facebook, like, what is that this? What is that? I'm like, watch this video, watch that video, watch this
Good.
video.
Good.
Yeah.
Rue is another one. Rue?
Yeah. Yeah. From Portugal.
Yeah, he's another one that I'm constantly like talking to. And I'm like, I just had to like tell him, I'm like, dude, I'm like, I'm just gonna be frank with you. I'm like, you need to watch the videos. If you
Good.
watch the video that Joel did on Monday, you would know where the direction that gold is going. And you're asking me a question that he answers in there. And he's
Good.
like, sorry, I didn't mean to ask. It's like,
I really think that you should say to them exactly the truth. Just go listen, dude. I'm not asking you to do this, but my ass stays up till 3 in the morning because I see this as an avenue for me and my family. So if I'm going to get up that early in the morning and you can't watch a couple of videos, maybe you should just do something else.
Friend me. No.
yeah, well, I don't understand it. It's like the market's not open. The market closes at 5 Eastern on Friday, and it's not open on Saturday. You have all day Saturday to watch a ton of videos.
Good one. Good
You
one.
have half of Sunday to watch a ton of videos. You can get
Yeah.
up early on Saturday and Sunday and watch like 10 videos. You can watch them
Yeah.
twice through the weekend.
What I think is hilarious, Arthur, is I got at least 23 people. I wanted to count them, but we have someone here repairing the fence for Dex and Leo because our septic tank fell in. That's a down. That's a down. You know what I mean? A down roller coaster. You look in the backyard and there's a big hole in their backyard with a bunch of shit in it. Yeah, that's a down one. But I have 23 people that have reached out to me and go, Cossacks is the best. The instructors are the best. I love TradeX Mastery. None of them have passed the challenge. And so I beat these people to death with your videos. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, I bet you the video that I did before you did your video, I know that I've shared that with over 200 people today. So people, I see someone's success story, then I document it. Then once I document it, I share it with virtually hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. Do you guys get that? And I go back, if there's anything that I do in follow-up, this would be the only time that I follow up with people. Because if you haven't made a decision or you thought your deal was better than mine, I'm going to beat you to death with documentation of success stories that are not mine. See, this is something that I'd figured out years ago, that my story means nothing. Do you guys notice that I always talk about the $10,000 check that I made? Did I ever tell you about the other checks that I made over the last 37 years? You know why? No one fucking cares. They don't care. Hey, by the way, I want to let you guys know that this is 6.5 years, and now we're less than $35,000 away from $5 million. It's like, well, shut the fuck up. You've been doing this for 37 years. It's like, that's why I'm so glad that Arthur didn't use my name, because I can use Arthur's story. And then there's the other video that just got launched from Toronto. And you guys, wow. Can you guys believe that there was a time where people said, you can't, don't talk about money. Don't talk about money. But then I met this young generation.
That's all they're interested in.
And I'm standing in front of the crowd and I said, hey, everybody, I really appreciate you listening to me today. Let me log into my MDC account. Held it up. And I said, I've only made $4.9 million, Terry and I. No, let me change that. It's Terry's account. So I'm a house husband. Do you guys see? I'm standing in front of people that are calling me Uncle Rob because they believe and they know I'm a legend. I'm a Hall of Famer. And I stand in front of them and I go, listen, this is Terry's account. That's Terry's plaque. I'm a house husband. Because your response that you want from people is like, whatever. Not, I can't do what he does. Shit, he's been doing this for 37 years. You see what I'm saying? So, Arthur, thank you so much for sharing, man. Did you cover everything you wanted to say?
I think so, but if I think of something, I'll raise my hand again.
Now I'm gonna put you on the a point here. Tomorrow, me and Craig and Matt are doing a podcast.
Oh,
Would you like to be our guest?
what time is that?
You tell us what time.
Okay. I'll look at my calendar.
Normally we do it at noon Pacific. Normally.
You find a place in your schedule, busy guy.
I'm at a house at noon, so it'll have to be
That's
after
Eastern
that.
time. We're talking Pacific.
No, that's what I said, noon Pacific.
I'm in Arizona, so we don't change time zones.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Arizona. So you're Pacific right now.
Yeah, it's noon California.
So let us know when you're available tomorrow.
Craig, tomorrow at 1.
All right.
Unless I
I
get
just want to
appointments,
let you know that's the normal. So if you say 1 o'clock it is.
No, it's 1 o'clock Montana time, noon Pacific for us
Oh.
usually.
No, Arizona is the same as California right now.
Let me get back to you, Craig.
What
I
time
have
is
some-
it? Wait a minute. What time is it where you are right now, Arthur?
3:58, but I'll have to get back to you. I have
Okay.
some calls to make.
Yeah. Please just let us know. We'll work it in. Matt, are you on here?
Yeah, well, he's, I think, just in the background right now.
Okay. Moving shit off his desk. Okay. All right, Arthur, anything else that, again, everyone give him a hand. It's like,
Thank you.
that we'll be posting Trade Star and all over the place. I love it because I love how the name came to us from the Imaginator call, because it's like Arthur becomes the very first Trade Star when we know where the song came from, and he's going, oh my God, I hate Nickelback. This is between us and the wall. This is how the universe works for me. It's fun. It does this thing to me constantly, where you sort of look back and went, the guy that was making fun of Rockstar and Nickelback is the first Trade Star.
Yeah. And what's funny is I'm still making that video, music video with some graphics with that song. So when I get some time, I'll work on that more.
Yay.
But I'm telling you guys too, watch what Arthur's doing, because the stuff that he's doing with the shorts and social media and stuff like that, this guy knows way more than I do about social media. Are you kidding me? And so, me, I don't even know how to, I post the video up and you can't see any part of it because I don't even know how to. So if it wasn't for Craig, doing some of the videos, we wouldn't have any shorts at all. So thank you, Craig. I appreciate you. Thank you, Arthur. So
Thank
turn
you.
it over to you, Craig, and we'll do the rest of it.
All right. Wow. Thank you so much, Arthur, for sharing, and congratulations. Everybody give him a nice big hand. Wow. Keep it going, my friend. Keep it going. All right. So now we've got Arthur all squared away. Let's go ahead and go to Kai. Lisa Marie, you're coming up. So Kai Au, you are next. Go ahead, open up, and please share with us.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
Hey, Kai, how you doing, man?
Highly blessed and favored and deeply loved, and we're getting ready to cash in.
Yeah. What is all
One
this
step
stuff
away.
with Rocky, man? This guy is like crazy.
Well, when your striatus, your oblique, your upper right ab, and your right shoulder is injured, you got really nothing to do for a good 5, 6 days.
Now, do you know Rocky personally, or did who introduced you to Rocky?
Rocky, he was introduced to me through Rike.
Rike.
Yes.
I didn't even try to say his name. I look at that name and I'm like, I don't know. So
it's pronounced Rike Rivera.
there, Ricky. We'll call him Ricky. I'm kidding. But so Rike, did I say it right?
Correct.
Okay, so Rike introduced you to Rocky, and then Rocky jumps in and passes the challenge in like 48 hours.
Something like that. I mean, my jaws dropped, and that was when the epiphany came in. I was like, wait a minute, how is he able to do it? Obviously, he has skills, and he blew through it away.
Well, so are we allowed as people to actually work with other people that are better than us at things?
As far as I'm concerned, fuck yes. I picked his brain for 30 minutes on the phone, and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, well, I have actually had some previous skills, and I'm not going to go into full detail, but he just utilized it and then put it into getting past phase 1, and now he's on phase 2.
Do you guys know I've gone on Facebook? I haven't done this on YouTube yet, but I've gone on Facebook and I put in trader. And I found groups that have like 125,000 people in the group.
Good job.
So don't you guys have the courage to reach out to those groups? I'll take care of that for you. I'm joking.
But what went through my mind was, after seeing all that happen, I was like, wait a minute. How about we reduce it down to the ridiculous for everybody to win without stressing out losing a big chunk just to get past phase 1?
Yeah.
So I thought back with what you said to me personally on reducing it down to the ridiculous.
Yep. You guys all watched Arthur's Mind Hack.
That's what he's been telling everyone.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So what I did, I was like, okay, let's play it dumb. Let's play it like just, nothing. You have no clue. You are scared shitless. Who can we follow in Akashics to leverage our winnings and lower our losses? So I thought, how about this? Assuming we got what? Jolio, Aries, Matty Pips, who else? I'm missing somebody.
Javed.
Javed Khan.
Javed.
Khan. And so we got 4. All right. Assuming that all 4 are doing their tap to trades, and Arthur actually mentioned about this earlier. I talked to Craig about this. We've noticed that these guys do their trades first thing in the morning. And now it's kind of funny because ever since I got started, the tap to trade ticker has become my alarm clock. So like, 6:30 morning. Oh, it's Joel's. Okay, click. Win or loss, let
Awesome.
the higher powers deal with it.
Do you guys know what other companies have done to make their trading platform really, really work because they don't have tap and trade? They do what is called copy and paste.
Yes.
That's what Joel Ayers does. So I have people right now like Jaime Morales and Tomas, that Arthur has helped in Poland, and Raul. These guys are like now bringing their people in, and they're not even telling them about tap and trade. They're bringing them in, saying this is the guy that we follow. They show Arthur's video of going, if you can't open up a Koshik's, click on this and copy it, then open up, Trade Locker, paste it in there. If you can't do this, then this is not for you. And because they say that's what it is, everyone goes, well, who couldn't do that? Right. And so because we have had a lot of people do tap and trade, and it is an up and down. It is up and down, because even Javed can have 2 bad trades in a row. You know what I mean? And we're realizing right away that a lot of people just are not emotionally stable to handle loses.
Absolutely. And that's how I kind of.
And you're looking at one. You're looking at one.
Same here.
I lost $600 on my account and stopped trading. Stop trading. Because I'm going like, I don't want to lose any more money. It's not your money. Well, I don't want to lose my account. That's not your account. See, it's like, it's other people's account. You can get a new one. I'm going like, no, I just don't want to lose. So I'm not going to do it. And then all of a sudden I went, wow, that's how people build a group. I'm all excited. Hey, Kai, you got a minute? Fuck off. I don't want to do this anymore. I had a loss. I had someone tell me no. It's like, so now they're devastated because they have unrealistic expectations. They reached out to a couple people. They didn't get involved, and now they quit. They just don't do it. Well, now I know how people feel because I did that with trading. And so, moving forward, if you guys notice, it's like, watch Joel's video, watch Joel's video, watch Joel's video. Because there have been some people that I've introduced this to them, and their first tap and trade was a loss.
Mine was a loss.
And so those people are having a little harder emotional level to say, oh, you told me, Kai, that all I needed to do was listen to an alarm and then press tap and trade. Now you're telling me that I have to copy and paste? Oh my God, that's too much. That's too much, so it is interesting. So for some of you that if you feel comfortable, I'm going to promote Arthur's story. And then right after, did you guys watch the video that we posted too, that they posted of all the people showing their app now in Toronto? So if you haven't seen that short video, I already got that on YouTube. So now if you go to my playlist, what do you think I'm showing first? Everyone showing their video? Look at, I made 52 grand. Hey, look at, I made 6 grand. Hey, look at, I made 16,000. And then the next video is Arthur's. 16,000 in 10 days.
The numbers were ridiculous.
That's how I know that I can't say the wrong thing to the right people. It's what I live by. So, people are like, well, do you have a 55-minute presentation I can watch? This ain't for you. No, it's in the playlist. Watch all of it if you want to. So, Kai, what does it feel like to have someone in your group having someone in their group winning?
It feels awesome.
Now, you guys want to crush people? Listen to me. That's how you reach out to people that are reaching out to you with other programs. Go listen, I already have a person in my group that's already made 16 grand in 10 days. Do you have anyone in your group right now that's making any money? Because if you don't, it's not exciting. And when it's not exciting, it's not growing.
But what really got me excited was after talking with Rocky, I thought back with your private conversation with me on reducing it down to ridiculous, and I utilized that into the tap and trade, and I thought, okay, we got 4 people that I personally know and trust doing the tap and trades. Follow those, win or lose. Now, assuming that on average for the end of the day, you get $100 to $150 worth in winnings. Now multiply that by 10, that's 1,500. Now do it again.
You guys are starting to do your own theoretical examples. Do you guys realize that you're getting on Inner Circle? Arthur did this to me a couple of weeks ago. Hey, listen, I did the numbers. And I'm listening to people that I'm friends with in Inner Circle and Imaginators giving me their theoretical example. You're hacking yourself. I'm so impressed.
Well, the craziest thing is that if you repeat it another 10 days with the assumption and knowing that you're going to have $100 to $150 worth in earnings, that puts it into 3,000. And that puts you past phase 1 before the month's end. And by doing so, you still have, 10 days or so fudge time? So why are you stressing? Why are you going over like a $75 loss or a $150 loss? You still got the other 10 days.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Kai, when you hack yourself, and I'm so proud of you, I'm super proud of you. When you hack yourself and reducing to the ridiculous, do you know that there's no longer anyone that can ever say anything to you that fucking matters?
Absolutely. I mean, I actually shut 3 people down yesterday.
Yeah.
Matthew,
Matthew, my son, him and Hannah just moved, and he said to me, and when people say this to me, I love it. So Matt and Hannah said to me, well, Matt said that him and Hannah had a conversation, and he's going, Dad, listen, all we got to do is make $200 a day. See, when someone's telling me that this is all they got to do to make their nut and have extra money to enjoy their lifestyle, when someone tells me that, now they're imagining making $200 a day. So what do you think they spend all day doing?
I just chilled at Starbucks. Chilled at Starbucks, tended my bonsai trees, talked with Becky for an hour and a half.
That's so awesome, man.
But the craziest thing is that if you utilize that, assuming that you don't know anything, as you're still learning, you're still confused, you're still scared shitless, use that theory when you after you get past phase 2 and then you get fully funded.
Go back to
Go back
to the theoretical.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just stick with reducing it to the ridiculous.
Yeah. And if you guys ever hear Jim Rohn do the numbers, you know what I mean? The numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? The sowing of the seed. That's when people, if you hear him say that, it's like you listen to it again and you'll go, so he walks in and he goes, okay, it's like the classic scene with, what was that movie with Will Smith when he was a stockbroker?
Will Smith?
Was it Pursuit of Happiness?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pursuit again. Isn't that interesting? It's the pursuit of happiness. But so just like he said, Jim Rohn seen a guy with a brand new Cadillac. And he walked up and he goes, how'd you get that Cadillac? He goes, I'm a salesperson. And he goes, are you looking for any more? And he goes, I am. That is simple as it is. Where'd you get that car? Okay, so he walks in there and then they said, okay, who's the number one guy? This guy. How much did he make last month? $8,000. $8,000 in the 40s? Are you guys $8,000 a month in 1940? All right, listen to me. And he went, 8 grand in a month? Yeah. Well, how many sales did he do? 13. 13 sales for the month. The next question, I might have the numbers wrong, is he goes 13 for a month. So he's going, what's his closing ratio? And they go, why don't you ask him? And he walks up and they go, what are your closing ratio? He says, about 80%. So then he goes, 80%, that's 1 out of 8. If you got 13 sales, 13 times 8. See what he's doing? He's going, oh, so he must have did 80%. He must have did like 30 presentations. So let's assume that I'm new, and I am, and let's assume that I suck, which I believe. He goes, then all I got to do to beat this guy and become the #1 salesperson is I just need to do 100 presentations in a month. If I do 100 presentations, I get 10%. Closing ratio, I got 10 sales. He goes, I just have to do a presentation to more people. And now we're living in the day of the internet. And it's like, hey, how many people people have asked me right now, they're going, how are you making so much money? And I said, well, look at this video. I got this video seen 38,000 times. How long has the video been up there? A little over a month. My numbers suck. I only got 57 people, brand new personal. That's all. And now I got 7 new legs with a 1K in each. Now I got people closing people for $1,000. It's like, what? It's like I'm selling your memberships. I'm going like, whatever. Can you guys imagine you bring in 2 people for a yearly membership, you're 1K? What's up for money? What's up for money? $300. How many of those? See, some of you are going like, stop it, stop it. Okay, so reduce to the ridiculous. I'm not going to sell yearly memberships. I'm going to get people that sell yearly memberships because they believe in it. So thank you, Arthur, again for helping Tomas. He was just going to be a lone trader. He wasn't going to recruit anybody, but now he's focused on winning the challenge, and now he's bringing people in for a year subscription. Crazy.
And that's one thing I find really, really interesting about Akashics, because in between all the waiting, or all, but not all, but between the waiting time from tapping the trade and then checking you see what losses, gains, whatever, you have more than enough time to do all your happy birthday wishes, send somebody a gift if you can, or whatnot, and send somebody the video of, hey, check this out, in between. And then by the time you're done with all the trading during the noon hour, like Arthur says, you're pretty much done for the day.
Yeah. Now you can still do your 2 part-time or your full-time job that pays you peanuts.
Exactly.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Kai. You rock, man. Hercules.
Thanks so much, Kai. Great job. Great job. Congratulations. Everybody give it up to Kai.
Woo-hoo!
That is awesome.
Hey, you know how much I love inner circle calls now and AMAs? And when we get on here and we're talking about, hey, you signed up a person. Hey, you got somebody that's just won the challenge. These are so much funner. And so next person.
Next person is Lisa Marie Cook. She has her hand up. So Lisa Marie, go ahead, unmute, and please share with us.
Hi guys, how's everybody? Hi Jerry.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm blessed, highly favored, and deeply loved. Thank you so much.
Yes, you are. No doubt about it. So,
Okay.
hey, you got a new person too, David.
Yes, I did. I've got a couple of people looking too, so I will get my 3. I think I will.
Oh, no doubt. No
Yeah.
doubt.
I hope so.
Well,
I'm a little bit curious though, because David came in at under brand bucks with the 111 or 119. And so I didn't know that you could do that before.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's super awesome. That is one.
So everybody knows what Lisa's saying. David bought brand bucks, and so instead of paying $149 for his membership, he paid $119. What I love really cool about the brand bucks people buying Akashics is that there's still 100 in personal value.
Yeah. I saw that, and I didn't know if that reflected on get your 3 and free, and it does a little bit.
It doesn't. It does reflect on it, because if I look at my back office, I have 119s, I have 149s, and I have 229s.
Oh,
Because there's people that actually do the travel and the trade.
Right. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna switch mine this month, though. I am. I mean,
Now for people, I'm gonna be doing a lot more traveling with my extra money. So, so I go to Budapest on Sunday, and we'll be there till next Saturday.
come back on Friday, don't you?
Friday night, like 11:59. So maybe if I'm a minute late, I'll be here on Sunday.
well, I wanted to share one win, and I did
Please.
have a question, or kind of, or at least I need somebody to point me in the right direction to answer that question for me. But my win, I called my own trade today. I put it in and I got a profit.
Yay!
I was like sweating bullets, man.
Lisa Marie, I think if I introduced talk to all the people that have known you your whole life, you're just a risk taker, man. I don't ever see me doing a manual trade on my own.
Well, I don't know. I got such a rush out of that. It was
Hey,
so
do
cool.
you think I was saying something negative about you?
No.
Absolutely not.
No,
I mean,
I thought it was awesome, and that gave me confidence, or gave me some confidence.
good.
So that I'm kind of catching what's going on, but I'm still lacking in a lot of areas that I just am not getting. And one of them is the news, surrounding the news, because I closed out of a trade today and took a huge loss that I know damn well would have turned around. And I was holding out. I didn't care. I was holding out, and then it was news time. And I
don't even know what you're talking about. You're so advanced with trading these than me.
I thought
this is what I say, just like what I said with Craig, you know what I mean? I am so okay, Lisa Marie, with being naive and ignorant. So when someone says something, right? What about the news? I'm going like, what about the news? I don't give a shit about the news. See what I mean? And I'm not saying that you're that way or you should be like me. It's just like every time that someone brings something up to me, here's the favorite one that people bring up to me all the time. Hey, have you heard of so-and-so? Or have you heard of this company? Why would you think I would give a shit?
Right.
And they look at me and go, well, what do you mean? I said, the only reason you asked me if I knew this person or this company is because you think it's important to me for knowledge, and you want to give me that knowledge to either confuse me or have me look at what the hell you're doing. I'm not interested in what the hell you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So,
I don't want to lose my account.
Right. So here's my question. Do you want to make 16,000 in 10 days?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, so answer me this question. What is your resistance in just doing what Arthur did?
I am doing with what Arthur's doing with.
No, you're not.
I'm not
If
doing
you were doing what Arthur was doing, you'd have 16,000 in your
right,
account.
exactly.
Okay.
What
Because this is
happens-
what Arthur does, and Arthur can say this. You know how Arthur hears about what's going to happen that week in trading?
By watching the lives.
No, yeah, he watches Joel.
Mm-hmm.
And when he watches Joel and Joel says, this is our game plan for making a lot of money this week. That would be the only thing I would want to know. So, when Arthur lost $4,800,
Yeah.
he didn't listen to Joel that Monday.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
wow, the person that's the expert trader gives you information on why he's doing what he's doing and a plan for the week. Arthur misses one Monday and loses 4,800. I probably wouldn't do any trading if I didn't hear what the game plan was.
Right.
So, and let's take it a different way. When you played softball
Mm-hmm.
and you guys played certain teams, why are you smiling right now?
I know where you're going. Yeah.
Tell me where I'm going.
We psych ourselves out, whether you're playing the championships or
All
you
right.
know,
Were there
yeah.
certain players that you treated different?
Absolutely.
How
Yeah.
did you know how to treat them different? Because of their batting average.
Right.
We did the same thing. So all of a sudden, this one batter gets up. Hang on. Time for this pitcher. And that pitcher gets up, and then everyone moves to the left field. And they're like, what are you guys doing? This chick has never hit it to the right field. Never. So you got a person way out in the back. You got one person in the middle where the shortstop is. The shortstop goes back.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens to the third base guy? The third base person moves over.
Yeah.
See, that's because the coach had a game plan on how you and your team should play that team.
Right.
That's what Joel is.
Mm-hmm. Joel is good. He's
Yeah.
very.
Well,
Yeah.
there was just a poll that was done. Arthur shared it
saw
with
that.
me. You see the poll, and it's like, how many people like which trader? And
88%, I think it was.
yeah, one has 88%. And no offense, Kai. But then the other people are talking about John and Matty Pips and the Gold Sky person. And I'm like, I'm a weirdo. I know I'm a weirdo. And when it comes to risk, I think that you guys just have to learn to take care of that. Because if I went to a fight, I'm the kind of guy, I was telling Terry this today. You guys will love this. Any one of you ever seen someone play blackjack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's this thing that you can do that if you get two of the same card and you're talking to a guy that doesn't gamble, I think too much when it comes to gambling. So they give you two tens. And the dealer just sits there. The dealer just sits there and goes, what do you want to do? And everyone's looking at you and go, well, you can split them. But if you split them and you bet $100, you're going to have to put up another $100. But your chances of winning both hands are higher. I'm the person like, no fucking thank you. That's me. Now, I know there's other people that as soon as they get this, 110 and another 10, wham, wham.
That'd be me.
And there's no thought at all. I got my odds are better. I can win double the amount of money. They're allowing me to bet double. I'm going to bet double.
Yeah.
And see, I think this is a fun thing with emotions and risk because we get to really evaluate who we are and the way we think.
No kidding. No kidding.
But guess what? It's like we're watching ourselves through the mirror. And every time we take risk and we go on the roller coaster, we're learning about ourselves live time.
Right.
Because if you had my gift, Lisa, have you ever lost money yet in trading?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so see, here's my resolve on what to do. Don't do anything. It's also Craig's personality. So it's like, oh, I won. I won 6 times. Wow, I lost 3 times. I'm done. I'm out of here. So I get pissed off at people for quitting at being entrepreneurs. But I'm not a very good trader, am I? If I can't learn to change my mindset on so what if you lost? This is how you learn.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't quit drag racing when I lost my first drag race.
Mhm.
So I got to get my mindset around this. What I did is I just doubled down at gifts I've already mastered. Recruitment. See,
Yeah.
look at everyone. I got 47. Look at everyone. I got 57. See, I went to the thing that I've already mastered. That's not what life's about.
And learning new shit.
That's a great point. Great.
Life is not about just getting more mastery in something else. I've always told my whole life, God, you know what happened? You know, you don't want to think this shit, but you're human, right? And it's like all of a sudden, it's like, what if something else changes in the economy or who gets elected or something shapes where the economy gets worse and people don't want to get in any business opportunities? How would I provide for Terry and my family?
Right.
And then Arthur jumps in this thing and goes, hey, I know how to make 16,000 in 10 days. And I'm going like,
That's so awesome. I am so proud of you.
see, right now my mind's going, okay, I'll watch the damn videos. I'm going to be on an airplane for 9 hours. I think I can make it through some Joel videos. You know what I mean? And so, you know, because I can reach out to Arthur, and Arthur, you guys already seen play games with me in a fun way. It's like, Robert, I'm not trading for you. I'm not passing your challenge for you. You got to do this.
You're big boy.
I'm like, damn it. Yeah. You pull up your
We're
nothing.
not talking about me.
Okay, that's true. But
Okay.
yeah,
That
so
makes sense. Thank you.
Lisa, I seen Arthur raise his hand, and I'm going to be respectful of him being the first trade star, and
Absolutely.
let him answer how he thinks you should handle the news.
Yes, thank you.
I just want to be as simple as possible. I don't want any extra stuff that I don't need to know.
Okay, I did have a
What was you
question.
going to say? I
Thank you,
heard you
Arthur.
taking big breaths back here for a
Well, I think
while.
what she meant was that, like, the national news and how shit goes crazy. Is that what you were talking about, or no? I'm
Not
way off.
really. When
Okay,
are
I'm
we
way off.
not supposed to be trading? When do we have to close a trade because of the news? That's what I needed to know.
Okay.
And I have
Arthur?
that.
If you watched Joel's trade alerts, he puts little notes on them about his trades.
Yes, I've noticed.
Some of those trades that we took, we had from the previous morning, New York session. So I had them all day the previous day, all night through the Asian London market, all the way through the news cycle. So I held on to those trades all the way through that entire time for over a day.
Wow.
My
I
belief
did
is that
too, and I was afraid my account was going to be taken away.
you can't place trades during the news because you can place a trade when the news hits and it spikes all the way up and then you make like a ton of money. Your
Okay.
trade, you can hold the trades through the news though, but you're also risking if you do that, it could go wrong in your favor and go spike all the way down and blow your stop
That's
loss and
happened.
lose a lot of
Yep.
money.
Yep.
But I was on the call with Joel on Monday, and he said it was going to be going up. And he told what the forecast for gold is for the rest of the year on that video as well.
Oh.
I watched
when
that video too. I was on there live. So I'm
Okay.
going to have to watch that again. I must have missed something in there.
He's doing another one on Monday, so you're not going to.
Yeah.
He'll
Okay.
probably talk about it again.
I did have just one quick question for you, Arthur, if that's okay, Robert.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The video that you did, showing how to put your own trade in, I thought it was excellent. The only thing, and nobody listened to me because Arthur's doing way better. The only thing I would have done different is set that stop loss first
No.
instead of doing the.
I like that. No.
Okay, so tell me why.
The most important thing when you're taking his trade is to get in on the entry point. If you're
Right.
waiting to set your stop loss before you hit that buy button.
No. I mean, once you hit buy or sell, my first thing is the stop loss because
Yeah, you can, but he has a big stop loss range anyway. For gold, it's
He does.
probably most likely not going to swing down that far in a matter of seconds or minutes.
Okay.
So you
Well,
should be fine.
and see, that's this is why I'm probably not making the money that you are, because of his stop losses. It freaks me out. I don't want to risk that much. And
You're not
also,
risking that much if you calculate how much your lot size is. Go watch his how to calculate your lot size for your account.
yeah, I know how to do that.
Okay, if you're doing that,
But
A lot of
when
buds, Lisa. Holy cow.
when you go in there, and are you setting up like he's got 4 or 5 TPs usually? Are you hitting four
well,
buys
this
or whatever?
this
And
tells
then, I'm
this
sorry.
tells me that you need to go back and watch the video that he did with Robert.
Okay. All right,
He
that's
takes
fine.
he takes one trade.
One
So
trade.
yeah, he's
And
not taking 5 trades.
yeah, but if you don't want to sit on that computer watching them, he split that lot size between the 5 trades.
He's watching the trade. He will send a notification on Telegram, hey, it hit TP2. That's an indication for you to go into Trade Locker, take your partial and move your stop loss.
I do that every trade, every single trade. So
Okay,
why
well,
is this happening then? I don't get it.
why is what happening?
I will go back and watch the video again because
You
obviously I'm
Well,
missing something.
Lisa, one of the things that I've noticed about you in all these years, all right, is you notice when you ask Arthur what he does, and then you said this next statement. Oh, I see you do this, but I think you should do this.
I said that once and I didn't want to say that. And I said,
Okay.
don't listen to me because
But
I
when I listen to somebody,
Uh,
I know Craig, but like I said, Craig does this. I would just be aware that you do that. That someone says, listen, start here at the bottom and start putting the duct tape in this corner. Well, fuck that, I could put it at the top. I could go right to the top. And I think that instead of bending over, I'll start putting the duct tape on the top. I have no idea why people do that. That gene did not come to me. And so the reason that I feel I get so good at things so fast is while they're watching it, I'll give you a great example, Arthur, because Lisa, you're not the only person that does this. I would say a majority of the people have something in their thinking that when someone says, if you were drinking a bottled water, always remember that the label is out. And their first thought is, fuck you. There you go. It's
I am
wild. It's
rebellious.
wild when I
And
watch people go, he just said, do this. Where in you are is like, okay, yeah, but I'll do this. Yeah, but how's this work?
I want to do the right thing. I do.
But
But
And
you
I
said,
know
but listen closely. Okay, Lisa, you and I've known each other for a long time. If someone says, put duct tape in the bottom right-hand corner, and you go, yeah, but I'm afraid to do that. Oh, yeah, I'm afraid. Then you're not doing what he says.
no, you're right. You are absolutely right. And
So
I
don't
need
get mad at me for listening to that little
No.
voice in your head
No,
and
I'm
telling
not.
you. So when he says, do this, you go, oh my God, but I can't because I'm scared. Then that means that you're just not going to follow the directions the way he says to do it.
It.
Okay, I'm done. Arthur, go ahead.
I was
Because
just
I
going to
see
say,
Arthur asking you, I see Arthur telling you what to do, but if you go back and watch this video, you're asking Arthur how to make 16,000 in 10 days, and you're questioning everything he's saying.
Right. You're right.
You're questioning everything he says.
Yeah.
So if you're watching Joel's video, and I was going to give you guys an example really quick. So this guy reaches out to me and he says, hey, I only have one little problem. And I go, listen, I don't speak Tradenese. He goes, well, I watched Joel's video. And why would you ever put a stop loss in? He goes, if it's always going to go up, gold's always going to go up. Why would you put a stop loss in? And I said, dude, just do it your way. And he goes, you didn't answer the question. I go, I can't answer a question for someone that knows everything.
I can answer that.
I don't want to know. See, people want me to ask the experts questions. And I'm like, fuck, watch the video. You get to make a decision to say, I'm not doing that. I don't understand that. This scares me. I don't feel good doing this. You can do that throughout the whole damn video. I just don't think your results are going to be
Mhm.
as good as someone that follows the video. So I am going to shut up. Arthur, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, don't take 5 trades, take 1 trade. Are you on a $50,000 account or a 25,000?
I have both.
Okay, so Joel did his example on that video of a $50,000 account. You're risking $50 with his stop loss. It's like
Mhm.
$100 or something like that, or $150. So it's not that much money. Even if it did hit the stop loss, it's 1 trade. And he doesn't win them all. If you look at his pips, how many pips he loses, how many pips he wins, he doesn't win them all, but he wins a good portion of them. You're going to have some that hit stop loss. It's just a part of the game.
Yep.
You're going to have some losses. It's just a part of trading.
Yeah.
You just need to get back in there and take the next one that
Mhm.
he throws out there. Um, so I answered those 2 questions. The reason why I raised my hand, oh, and Robert, the answer to your question, why wouldn't you put a stop loss in there? Because if you go over 150% of your margin, they automatically will close your account down and you lose your challenge. So
Oh,
if gold is dropping down, your margin gets eaten up because you didn't set a stop loss. And if you go
yeah.
over the 150%, it'll close everything out like really fast.
Well,
Okay.
The other thing that I wanted to mention, some people that have been messaging me on like Facebook, like Tomas and Rue and some other people been asking, well, why Joel? Why not some of the other traders? And I tell them, think about this. This is my mind when I chose to decide to go with Joel. What's the difference between Joel and the other traders?
he
Do you
wins.
know?
Does he win more?
88%.
I think
No.
he follows his plan to the T always. And I have noticed, because I have been on other lives too, and watching the replays, that some of them don't always stick to that. Especially in their lives, is
The
that
thing, the thing I'm getting to, and the thing that makes him different is he only trades in gold. All the other traders trade in gold, NAS, CAD, they trade in all these different currencies. He's only looking at gold. He looks at gold the most out of any of the other traders. So why am I going to follow one of the other traders that are throwing out gold trades for selling when he's in a buy trade, but they're throwing out selling trades on tap to trade? Why am I going to follow them when Joel is looking at gold the most out of everybody and he's looking at it multiple times a day? And he recognizes the patterns. He'll tell you this in his videos that gold goes in patterns. You'll start recognizing the patterns. And that's one of the things that I've been focusing on and why I'm like in Trade Locker more is I'm looking at and trying to identify the patterns.
have you been able to do that? That's what I'm
Yeah,
struggling.
some of them are. And right now, I just watched his video the other day on how to read the candles, the Japanese candlesticks.
I watch that
Those
one.
go in patterns. Those go in patterns too. So you're going to know if the market is going up, is going to go up in a phase 1 or a phase 2. That's how he knows. You're just learning how he knows when to get into the entry points, and then you'll start to be able to do trades on your own without the trade alerts. So
Peter
that's what.
just, yeah, for sure. And I think that's kind of where I'm faulting or whatever. And Peter just said that's exactly what I'm afraid of too, you know.
But you
Um,
shouldn't be scared if you're only scared if you're risking too much and you're not doing the correct lot size. That's the only reason that you're being scared and you have too many trades open. So your risk is
no, I
way
don't.
out of,
I never have more than two. Never,
okay.
never.
Um, so that's what I would focus on is just make sure that your risk management, follow what he says,
Yeah.
figure out what your correct lot
Maybe
size
I
is.
need to just change that for like gold or maybe it's got to be different for
What
the very most I ever use is 0.5 or 0 0.1 I've used occasionally.
Okay. Well, my point is that the reason why I chose Joel and what makes him different is he's not looking at all these different currencies. He's not looking at everything that there is to offer. He's only looking at gold.
He's
That's it.
mastered the gold.
Yeah.
He's
And that's probably why he's 88% when people put out a poll. Here's
Right.
the reason that I followed Joel. As I reached out to Javed, asked just a couple of questions. Javed, is there a schedule of when you do trades? No. Okay. I get it. With me bringing in all these people that are now learning to trade and I don't know how to trade, what would be your suggestion of what I could do to make sure that my people are taken care of? It was instantaneous. He goes, let me ask Joel Arias if he'll do a Zoom for you guys. Now, this is the director of training that's been trading for 9 years. And before this, he traded for IM Academy. He was a trainer for the traders for IM Academy. Josh pays him money to come over here. And I say, who is somebody that my people can learn from so they can pass their challenge as fast as they can? I'll set up with Joel. We did a Zoom with Joel. I'm done. So if Josh tells me to listen to Javed and Javed tells me to listen to Joel, I'm just like I'm such a blinder person, you guys. If you knew how focused I get, and with these as reminders on my desk all the time, I go, okay, if this is a guy that people tells me to learn from, then I'm just going to do exactly what he tells me to do.
Mhm.
And I don't think, I only see, it's funny, you guys, because I don't do any tap and trades anymore. One, I did tap and trades and I lost money. Any of you guys I did tap and trade and lost money. I figured out that I'm not very good at handling my emotions of losing. I say that I'm competitive. I'm not competitive. I fucking am really uncompetitive. And I thought, just like I've told Josh from day one, just allow me to show my back office. Documentation beats conversation. You can tell everybody that you're better than anybody. But when I go across the finish line first, and at the top of that tower, my car number's at the top, fuck you. Because I learned from billionaires how to do that.
Mhm.
See, so never ever when we were building a race car and people sat down and said, this is what we need to do. It was so methodical. I'm glad that I got brought up into that. There was 3 people that had 3 different colored pens, paint pens. Have you guys ever seen paint pens? When I would go through the car, which I was one of 4 guys that went through the car, we had a checklist of every bolt we had to look at. And if all those bolts didn't have 4 different pen marks on them, that means that 4 people checked that bolt and torqued it.
Mhm.
4 people. And then they sent 4 people like me afterwards to make sure the fucking dots were on there. So when I get involved in network marketing and I go, just tell me what I got to do. Say as little as people, as many people as you can, as fast as you can. I didn't go, well, what if they asked a question? They either watch the video or they don't. And that's what I think is so hilarious that I'm learning about people, because I never ever thought, Lisa, to call my mentor up. Hey, Bill, you got a second? Yeah, what's up? I talked to a guy today and he told me no. What did I do? No, I just knew it was the wrong fucking person. They didn't say yes. And now I'm finding out, now that we're moving into Akashic, that I'm very focused, laser focused. I'm very consistent. I want to get success stories in front of people faster than ever. If you guys trust me, you'll notice that all the order of the videos in the playlist keep changing.
Mhm.
That's 37 years of experience. That's the same way I set up a car. I know that it's got to turn better. It's got to go faster. It's got to do this. It's got to do that. The driver's complaining about this. I methodically just change little tiny things to get more momentum and it moving faster. And you know what's my best claim to fame? Is when other leaders in the company start adapting the way I do shit.
Mhm.
Because they're sick and tired of watching me kick their ass. They're supposed to be younger, funner than me, more energy than me, nicer clothes than me, nicer jewelry than me. I'm going to kick their ass because I understand numbers. My traders don't come to me and ask me anything about trading. I don't know. Hey, I can show you how to be down on your account. You want to learn how to do that? No. So I did tap in trades with Javed, and then Javed did a couple of trades that didn't go well. And because of those trades, I now have a negative account. So I stopped trading. Well, what is your goal? 10,000 active traders. 10,000 active traders is $100,000 a month, $1.2 million. Well, how do you know this works? Look at this story, Arthur's story. And it's like, so what's fun about Arthur is I know that he's picking this up because I see Arthur in the future doing Zooms.
Mhm.
And all people are going to see him doing on the Zoom is just doing what he does to make money. That's it. How many of you would show up for that Zoom?
I already see his YouTube channel exploding.
Yeah, because it's documented. So
Mhm.
other people want you to buy their courses and they want you to do what they do, but do you guys realize if there was people out there right now that passed the challenge, we would know about it.
Right.
We would know about
did
it.
today.
Huh?
Jenna did today.
Oh, did she really? And I know what she did to pass the challenge. She stopped listening to her.
Right. That's what I
Because,
need to do.
because it doesn't make a difference if you have money and you can throw it away, you still don't pass the challenge. So she made a big risk, lost her challenge, had to buy a new one, and did what Arthur did on his third challenge.
Right, right,
It's
right.
like, Lisa Marie, have you lost a challenge yet?
No.
That's probably your problem.
Very possibly.
You know
Very-
why I'm saying that? That's my problem. I'm not trading because I don't want to lose a challenge.
Yeah, but
Sometimes-
see, I lose it too.
Sometimes we're better trainers than we are followers, right? Because I tell my sons, listen, I homeschooled you. Let's go out and learn how to drive. They say you got to have 40 hours of driving, 10 for nighttime. And then they go, oh my God, what's on the test? I said, well, let's just go take the test. Well, I haven't studied. Yeah, but if we go take the test, you're going to know what's on the test. And it doesn't make a difference if you fail it, because now you're going to be comfortable taking the test. You're going to know what's on the test. Then you study for it. You go take it the next time. Guess what happens if you fail it the second time? You get to take it again.
Yeah, that's not your money.
Yeah, you get to take it again. So that's what I told my sons. They listened to me. They went down, got comfortable with it. Then they went back and took it again and passed it. Matt passed it on the first shot.
Mhm.
You know,
It's like me, it takes a couple times.
and so I'm good at telling my son how to handle things. And then I get into trading and I go, oh my God, I lost $600. I'm going to quit. I'm going to go back. See, it's like, so please, Lisa Marie, it's like, when you see Arthur toasted 2 accounts and Jenna's toasted accounts, it's pretty interesting that, not that I got extra money that I want to spend on a challenge, but hey.
But if we lose it, we probably will, right?
Well, I even love it in Joel's videos. He's going, listen, there's 2 groups of people that are on here. There's people that have a positive account and people that have a negative account. And I was telling Terry today that he goes, listen, you're going to have to crawl out of this hole with small increments until you get your confidence back.
Yeah.
So we're going to set things different so you don't go further in the hole, but we got to get you these baby trades to get you out of the hole, to get you confident. So Lisa, I totally understand what it feels like to log into my account and see a negative account.
Mhm.
And what do?
I'm
Nothing.
not that bad though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're beating me. So, I would just ask yourself, people do this when they learn too, is when you're learning something, what if you could be aware of this, that I'm not going to allow my mind to drift when I'm watching this.
Mhm. Right.
I
I
watch a video, and the
Yeah.
first video that I watch, when I'm first watching a training video, I tell myself, you're not allowed to drift. And if you drift, you got to rewind. That's how I torture myself. So I'm watching it and I'm going like, I wonder what time Big Brother comes on. And I'm going like, Jesus, what the fuck? I rewind it. I force myself to do that. And my mind goes, this is going to take a week if you don't get your shit together. You
Yeah,
know what I
you're
mean?
You're right.
But when I'm watching it, I'm not allowed to drift. If I do, I get the rewind. And then the other thing is so when I watch something, I'm really, really prepared. I shut everything off. I'll take my watch off. My watch buzzes. So I do that with meditation too. And
Mhm.
so I get myself in a mental state to pay attention and listen, not allow my mind to drift. The second time that I listen to it, that's when I take notes. So now I'll listen. I got a point. I pause and I write a note. Because if
Nice.
I write a note when I'm listening to it, now I bring in the retention a lot stronger than it was.
Mhm.
Now, here's the point that people hate. Now it's time to implement what you fucking learned. And not to change it, not to think about it.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm a little scared going into this corner this fast. But the driver that's teaching me how to do it is telling me what gear and what RPM.
Right.
So I'm going into that corner. I've never done this corner before. I don't know if the car's going to stick. I'm scared I'm going to wreck it. And he's going, listen, here's where you come in on the apex. This is where you leave. And yes, is the tires making noise? Yeah. So you go into a corner and you hear, now 4 tires slide up to the perfect part of the corner.
Your
And
ass is puckering. Yeah.
yeah. And it's like, and where that's what Arthur's talking about. When you do that, that immediately builds competence. Immediately. Wow, that worked.
Yeah. I get that. I
And,
needed
and
that.
so the win goes to another win that goes to more confidence, more competence, more and it's funny because it's the circle that constantly just goes. It's like when you do something and you get competence and you get a result, it increases your action.
Yeah, it
I know
does.
some of you are listening to Arthur and he's going like, I don't give a shit. I'm not staying up till 2, 3 in the morning. But Arthur's imagination was getting the extra 50,000 because he's going to win 10% each month. See, so that's his imagination. So all of a sudden, when he's ahead 6 grand, this is the first thing I said to him. I sent his testimonial to Josh, and I said, "Look at this guy's kicking ass." And he goes, "Do me a huge favor." And I go, "No problem." He goes, "Tell him to take a withdrawal. Tell him to take a withdrawal right now because I want to make a big deal out of his withdrawal." So then Arthur comes back and says, "Listen, I just got it. And it says that I can't take anything out for 6 days." So then I reached back to Josh and I said, "He can't do a withdrawal because you won't let him." That's what I said to Josh. And he's going, "Oh my God." He said, "I forgot that's hardwired in there." And then he goes, and I said, "There's another reason why he doesn't want to take money out." And he goes, "Why?" And I said, "He's focused on the 10%. See, that's where that conversation came from. He's going, "What do you mean 10%? Well, he's already funded. Well, he wants this extra money that's coming to him. What the hell is he doing?" I'm going, "Okay, I'll ask him." See, so Arthur didn't want to do a withdrawal because Now he's got less money to work with to hit his 10%. See? And so
Compounding.
you don't, so now I think that he'll do a withdrawal, which by the way, if you guys don't know the answer to this, when you challenge and you get your money back, if you bought a challenge like Arthur did, you get that back with your first withdrawal. That's when they give that back to you. So now Arthur's looking at his account going, I'm 16%, I'm 6 over 10%. I can do a withdrawal. But to show
And
you,
I have another week.
yeah. So to show you how smart Arthur is too, is I said, well, listen, you know, Josh and Joel want you to do this. And he goes, listen, I'm not going to do it until I record it. So he's going to record himself going in, doing the withdraw, do this timestamp. How long does it take to get into his Cash App? Because when people see that, that's going to take his business to a whole stratosphere.
No kidding.
And now you guys can go back to thinking all the time that you listen to me. And I lead with, hey, by the way, let me just log into Connecticut Credit Union and show you my deposits. Now guys are going, that's why he was doing that.
That's where I learned it from.
You both are awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, and then
Lisa-
by the
Lisa-
way, while
Go
you
ahead.
were talking, Robert, Joel threw out a trade alert. 20 seconds I took to go and take that trade. That's how long it took, and it's set.
Jerome did too.
Jerome did too. Okay.
I was listening.
So
I
Lisa
was
Marie,
listening.
I'm telling you, you know, hurry up and figure this out. So when I get back from Budapest, I have another example of someone that followed Joel that won the contest. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Thanks.
I want to give every one of you as much praise and recognition that I'm giving to Arthur right now, because every one of you deserve it. I mean, Arthur, honestly, do you believe in your heart that there are some just people that just will never pass this challenge?
If they decide that they just can't, it's like in their head that they can't. If they just follow what he says in the videos, watch the videos, it's very methodical the way that he does it. And you're working off a percentage. I mean, it's better than blackjack. You have like over an 80% chances of winning.
Wow.
Right.
And I still have these people that are like, hey, yeah, I don't know if you notice this, but if you look under Trader and Wikipedia or Encyclopedia, my fucking picture's there. And I'm going like, wow. It's like I do have a large majority of people that tell me that they know more than Joel.
Oh,
That's when you know, yeah, you shouldn't be able to see in front of your face because your head's so far up your ass. It's just like you can't even look side to side. It's like,
and yeah, 24 years old.
If they were better
24.
than Joel, then why aren't they talking to Josh about becoming a trainer?
Right. Right.
I that's one thing that I'm telling you guys right now. And here's where I'll leave you guys with one other thought. I don't mind throwing him under the bus either, because some people just cannot get out of their own way. So you guys know I have a 250K named Shandor and Budapest. I'm going to go visit him in a couple days, right? This guy is one of the top people in the world in my circle. He is the nicest, most thoughtful fucking person in the world. But his ego will not let anyone help him do what he's doing. So this guy, listen closely. He was the lead singer of a cover band in Europe that I watched him, and there was 40,000 fucking people watching him sing. You can go on YouTube and watch Shandor singing, and it's like a boys band. You know what I mean? Like In Sync or something like that. But they were the European version. And I'm like blown away with this guy. And so I send him Arthur's video. You know, I just beat the shit out of everybody with everyone's success stories. That's how I do it. And he reaches out to me and he goes, you know why I haven't implemented this yet? And I said, please share with me. He goes, what are the chances of Arthur recruiting other people if he's making that kind of money trading? And my first response was, what are the chances of Arthur ever not paying his Akashic membership?
Right.
It's attached to his TradeX Mastery account. That's going to go to 5 million. And he goes, I don't understand what you're saying. And I said, it's my responsibility, nobody else's responsibility, to get 1,000 of him. But here's something that you're not thinking about. Is Arthur is happy and confident with his results. So he's sharing them with other people, and other people want to get involved with him because he knows what the hell he's doing.
Mhm.
And I said, so when people, I've been in this place before, you guys, I'm not fear of lossing you, but the way HempWorks' name took this company from 10 million to 100 million to 170 million, I've been here 8 different times. And I'm telling you guys, there's going to be people like me searching Facebook and social media and putting in the words HempWorks and finding Jenna Zwegel's link on her site and signing up underneath her and making her millions of fucking dollars. So there's going to be people that are going to go, I wonder what the hell this Akashic thing is. They're going to go to Facebook and social media and put in Akashic. And who do you think they're going to sign under?
Exactly.
They're going to sign under someone that has a wall full of documented success stories. Did you notice that I didn't say it was yours? So there's only 2 groups of people. One group of people that are posting everyone's success story. So when someone searches for Akashic, they end up, because the person's going, wow, this person's got to know Arthur. This is probably Arthur's upline. They don't know that all the people between me and Arthur are not doing the business. Do you guys get this?
Mhm.
And then there's other people that are going to wait to post their results. So how many of you been in Akashics for a month and a half now? And where's your results? See, me, I got 57 people front level because I'm not posting my results. Are you guys getting this? I know some of you are missing it. So the second that I got in, I'm promoting our Ollie. I don't even know him. I've never met the guy. Check this video out. Check this video out. Once I did a couple of tap and trades where I had a larger than 50K deal, I did a video. What was the video about? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pressing on this. You learn from experts. People are only watching 2 minutes of that 4-minute video. When I start talking about, hey, you don't have to sell products, I'm out of here. So now that's, isn't that crazy? So they're going, oh yeah, I see, that's fine. That video got us to here. So there's 2 groups of people that are watch this video live and recorded. Is they're immediately going to start posting success stories of other people's success, or they're going to focus and listen to someone and follow instructions to get their own. I'm going to do both. Because you guys notice that there's another way to get success in this business. Me posting how many people I have front level to me in Akashics. You don't think that people look at that and go, oh my God, he's got 19 people already. It's 19 days. This guy's got over 1 person. See, because they don't know that some of them are people. I'm looking to just log in there quick. A lot of people don't know that a lot of the people that I have right now are reoccurring, right?
People are in the business already.
Oh, I went to 20. Okay, I wanted to show you guys this. So this is what I post. So why would I post that I got 20 people so far this month? Instead of what, 687, I got 3,000. I'm a little over what I need for personal volume. You guys notice that? Why do you think that I post this and not this? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Well, Robert, you're below 50K. I wouldn't post that either. No, but I'll post that, hey, I got 20 people that are responsible for my income. And if I get 20 people that get 3, that's 20 plus 60, that's 80 people. And if those 60 get 3, oh, you guys know this, don't you? You guys understand this theoretical. I'm going like, who would want to get 3 people? So am I going to be okay with having traders in my group that never recruit anybody? Yeah. I have probably 5,000 now in my group that doesn't recruit anybody. I'm sort of used to that. But it's the 1%ers, the 5%ers that are going to go out there and go, no, I'll have 1,000 active people in my group. 1,000 active traders times 100 is what? 100K. That's $10,000 a month. That's $120,000 a year. I will talk about one other thing. I thought I had a piece of paper sitting right here. I was going to show you guys something that really, really motivated me today.
Oh, this.
Craig, zoom me up.
Okay, hang on just a second while I do this and this. Go for it.
I don't know if you guys get these. Social Security statement. Okay, so I'm 62. And it doesn't look like, you guys are going, oh, there it is. So at 62 and 6 months. So if I retire right now, I'm making $1,500 a month. Well, wait a minute, it gets better. If I wait till, what the hell? I need my magnifying glass. If I wait and retire at 70, I'll make $2,679. Holy, you know what? Matt brought this up, and it's like even a baby boomer can do it. That needs to be a video. And you guys need to be documenting that you passed a challenge and you're withdrawing money, because then you can say, oh my God, even a baby boomer could do this. Because baby boomers have money, but they're scared. They're very, very, very scared.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Craig, back to you.
Wow. I hope everybody got a lot of learning out of this one. There, and Arthur, thank you so much. Lisa Marie, thank you so much for sharing with us. Kai, you as well. 3 big people that are going to go further. I know that, I plan on working on that as well. So let's all work in that direction. Okay. And then
let's hold each other accountable.
Yes.
Jamie's doing this right here. I need to hold myself accountable to you guys. I'm going to watch the videos and I'm going to start doing what Joel said. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? And because if Craig beats me to getting funded, I'll never live that down. So I got to make sure golly. I mean, I can't even imagine Craig on here. Look I got to withdraw. I'd want to just kill myself.
Him doing
Well, and I'm going to just really quick as we wrap up, Robert, I have also taken some of those tap to trades, and Yeah, they're going down a little bit. I've gone down a little bit since our discussion,
Me
but
too.
but I'm going to definitely work on this. And yes,
How
so
many people think Terry should do this?
there you go, Terry. The gauntlet has been thrown.
All right. All right. Oh, by the way, I don't know if David can hear us, but David is our new Akashics member under Lisa Marie. So congratulations, David. We're all talking about, I just know this about the rest of you, is money just makes you more of whoever you are.
Yep. If you're shit, you're gonna be a shitty rich person. If you're a nice person, you'll be a nice rich person.
And you guys are so incredibly nice.
Yeah.
You guys are sweethearts. And so, I just know that when you guys start making money, you're just going to give it away. You're just going to give it away. So please find a way to get there so you can start giving money to people that you care about. For some of you, different personality traits, it's going to be so fun for you to stuff this in some people's faces. Oh my God. Just going to be fun. Really fun. And think of creative ways to do stuff, right? So you go to your little small city, Lisa Marie, and money needs to be raised. Ask Terry. I've done this. We went to a great big what was it called? An auction. So her brother-in-law, her sister, invited us to an auction. And it's like a silent auction. And so- and-
at Christmas time,
I don't remember what it was.
Chase Hoxton.
Yeah. And so all of a sudden, the big stud in town is Rich, her brother-in-law. But he's sure not going to beat me on buying this bouquet of flowers. See, this is good. He was the guy that showed up and he told me before we went, I'm the one that wins the guitar.
That 18 fucking guitars.
I'm the guy that does it. And I go, you should have never invited me to this damn thing because your streak is fucking over. You know what I mean? So can you guys imagine all the stuff that you don't show up for, that you show up in that little city? And it's like, well, the library needs some more money. And so, all right, I'll give you 20 grand. And everybody went, wait, we met our budget. Lisa Marie Cook, she gave $20,000 to the local library. Shut up. Oh my God, that's funny. There's all kinds of ways that you can do good for people and really mentally and emotionally damage those people that hurt you. Because they don't know how to get over themselves, right? So now they're just going to still say shit about you, but but now they get feedback, right? Oh, Lisa Marie is involved in some kind of scam. If she's giving $20,000 to the library, who gives a shit? I want to be a part of that scam. I want to give money. See what I mean? It's fun when people are, trashing you behind your back and then other people are in their face. And it's like, what's wrong with you? Have you ever given any money to anything in the city? No. It's like, well,
The bar.
yeah. It's like I said I would stop doing this, but Craig's known me for a long time. Melody was on, if on here, she would know. But when I make a lot of money, I love taking care of children. And before I took care of orphans, my sons were involved in martial arts. And so this guy comes to me that he's like a 10th degree black belt. Rico, he just the coolest guy in the world. And he came to me and he says, listen, there's some kids that are really good martial artists. They go to my studio, but they just their families are poor. They're Latinos and their families poor, and they can't afford to go on some of these tournaments. And I know that they kick everyone's ass. And I go, great. What do you need? And so I did something that was really weird. I sat down with all of them after they had Hollis karate team, all got brand new, nice uniforms. And then I said to him, I said, listen, any one of you kids that get third place, $100, second place, $250, first place, $500. If you get the overall championship from all black belts, $1,000. That was stupid. No, it was the smartest freaking thing I ever did. We had a whole like 5 foot by 5 foot booth, and there was nothing but all of their trophies. There was like, I'm not exaggerating, 200 trophies that these kids won. And we were taking them and flying them to event to event. And the biggest claim to fame that I had with the Hollis karate team is the #1 team that won all the time was J. Paul Mitchell. J. Paul Mitchell karate, the hair care guy, the billionaire. Our team beat his team in a tournament. And so, then all of a sudden, some people that Terry doesn't like very much sort of messed up that whole company. And then, I found something else to put my money in. And I actually was in that company when I met Matthew and Angel that do Jesus Way for the orphans. And so that was another way for me to take care of children. So yeah, stretch your imagination, man. Stretch your imagination. So I just want to be one of the people that has the most Arthurs in my group. How many of you want to challenge me on that one? Because Arthur's going to reach people and he's going to go to 1K. Do you guys know that Joel Aris is a 10K?
Arthur won't have to recruit.
He got 6 more people though. He's on the leaderboard. I think he has 6 more new affiliates, so he's probably going to be higher than that.
Yeah. Well, it's no, because 6 people, even if it was 1,000, that's 6,000 in volume. See, it's like, yeah, some of you, when you guys see people and they hit 250K and then you take that times 4. Yeah, doing $1 million a month in volume for 3 months in a row. These guys got some stuff to learn. But I have some stuff to learn. So I always say, I'm so happy and grateful that money comes to me on a consistent basis from multiple sources in increasing quantities. All right. So now I got money coming to me from TradeX Mastery, and I got money coming to me from MDC, and now I got money. Oh, I need to have money coming to me from trading. That needs to be an outlet. It totally needs to be an outlet. So, okay, now I'm really done. All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Robert. Again, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, watch this video again. Watch the videos that I posted in the chat, which include Arthur's new video. Go through the playlist, which Robert has updated. Go through those videos. Let's get her done.
Yes.
All right. And I got to give a shout out. I've already shouted out our participants today, but definitely to Matt Hollis. Matt, bless you. Thank you so very much for being our executive producer and our foundation for Inner Circle and everything that we do here with the Hollis organization. And please take note of the chat. 3 dots in the meeting chat next to Inner Circle. Click on that. Click on Save Chat. All the information in the chats will download to your computer. If you're watching us on Zoom, if you're watching us on YouTube, we'll post later the notes in the post description below the YouTube video. So, that all being said, thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us and Saturday, noon Pacific, is Ask Me Anything. So we look forward to seeing you then. Until next time, please be good to yourselves. Be cash. Bye-bye. I'm going to go ahead and, where's my cursor? There it is. Unmute everybody so we can all say so long for now.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Thank you, everybody. Love you all.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, David.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
I had enough
Matthew.
lunch. But bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, Karen. Bye, Karen. I love you.
Bye, sweetheart.
Bye, Jerome, Arthur, Mike, Jamie, Bill. Love you guys.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you. Thank you, Craig.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Robert. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.